Wallace is probably going to just see just how far this car will go on a fuel tank.
Well, he has got a 6-second lead, 5.7 to be exact, over second place Kligerman.
That means he can back way off and save a lot of fuel.
Let's get an update on Ryan Truex. Dave.
They are going to go as well until the fuel light comes on. So they expect the fuel light to come on and maybe stumble. Then they want him to come to pit road. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of like, go for it, but, you know, we're only 3 laps short. So I think in the driver's mind, if he can save a little fuel, maybe.
Well, keeping an eye on Kyle Busch. He is in 4th place now. He's gotten around Nemechek. He is 9 seconds behind the race lead.
Yeah, but he's beating him about 9/10 of a second a lap, so he has enough time to get there, especially these guys in front of him have to back off even more to save some fuel.
This is getting extremely interesting with these top 3 now trying to hang on. It is now down to 8 seconds between Kyle and 1st place. Wallace, Kligerman, and Ryan Truex running 1, 2, and 3. There is your race leader. When was the last time we could say Mike Wallace was the race leader? But there he is. Jamie, what have you got from pit road?
Well, Parker Kligerman, who's currently 2nd right now, remember he sat on the pole in his first start last year, just asked his crew chief, he said, we are good till the end by 1 lap. And he smiled and crossed his fingers, guys. This is a Penske chassis, but the first time that this 42 team has run a Penske chassis. So they are hoping that the gamble pays off to stay out. Doc?
Johnny Davis is the owner of the Mike Wallace car. Folks, he's got about 1/100th of the budget that most of these teams have in the Nationwide Series. It is a bare bones operation. He helps build the engines. He works on the race car. He drives the truck, and he also calls the race. Johnny just told me they've got about 7 to 9 laps of fuel left in the car based on his calculations. He's hoping for more fuel. Right now, he's just excited about seeing a car with no money and no budget leading here at Kansas.
Well, he better look in the mirror because Kyle Busch is coming. He's moved into 2nd, 6.6 seconds behind. Now, Wallace made his 375th start just last week. His best finish this season has been 11th at Las Vegas. Now, you're wondering, where is Kyle? Because he is coming. There he is. And the lap's winding down. I think he's got enough time, guys. 12 to go.
Well, it's going to be close. What I worry about is he said he was 6 to 9 laps short. Johnny Davis did, so that's probably the worst thing for Mike Wallace. I don't think he can save that many laps of fuel. And now he can't afford to back off because Kyle Busch is flying.
And you can see the margin, how it has been cut to 5.7 seconds. Look out! The 17 is around.
Man, Harvick did a great job to miss that.
He certainly did. Keep it off the wall.
Caution.
Trevor Bayne.
Go in there again. I saw him suck you around. Sorry about that.
Now that changes everything.
I didn't even know he was there. I didn't know.
Bain is in 27th when this happened, 2 laps down, and that just changes everything for Mike Wallace.
Well, it actually changes things for everybody.
Yes. Gives Brad Keselowski an opportunity.
Yeah, but I was looking forward to seeing if he was going to be able to pull this off. Look at Harvick.
Yeah, nice evasive move there. Joe Logano was on the outside of Trevor Bayne and just literally sucked his car around coming out of turn 2.
Ricky Carmichael will get the lucky dog. He had fallen down 1 lap. He's in 21st from Harvick's camera.
He's coming up. Go low. Stay in it. No caution. No caution.
Not as much smoke as we saw on the onboard from Brad Keselowski when he barely made it through, and his spotter saved his bacon that time.
But Harvick still made that look a lot easier than what it actually is. You have to understand they're going over 160 to 70 miles an hour right there.
So we are under our 7th caution here.
Pit road closed that time. That's why Mike Wallace stayed out. I don't know if he planning on staying out or not, but he needs to get some fuel if he's 6 to 9 laps short, like Johnny Davis said.
Well, when you see Mike in the garage area, he'll tell you about the latest sponsor that they have on the car. He's definitely getting his sponsor on TV today. And we talked about pit stops that we've seen so far, and there have been moments. Brad Keselowski had a tough one here.
Leader of the race made this green flag stop. So they're struggling on that right rear, losing a lot of time back there.
And look at the 18, how much ground he picks up. Take a look at the comparison.
And you see 10.4 on the right side. That's a killer against a 5.5. And you see the Jackman and the left side, they lose a little bit of time, but man, 18.4.
And Brad right now shown in 7th position. Harvick in 6th. And Kyle Busch is in 2nd. So that's why he's in that position where he is instead of being up front. Pit is open. We'll see if there's going to be any takers.
Well, the key for these guys, having anything for Kyle Busch, I'm talking about Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, is if any of these guys in front or in between them pit.
Well, Mike Wallace is going to peel off, and let's send it to Dr. Jerry Punch.
What a great underdog story. Johnny Davis's team has 6 total employees, guys. Half of these guys about to go over the wall right now are volunteer crew members, and they are getting a chance in the limelight right now to make a difference in the finish for this 0-1 car. 4 tires, all 4 stickers. Jamie.
And Parker Kligerman, this team is fired up. They're going to put one set of stickers that they had left, going to pump up the tires for the short run, fill it up with fuel, a little bit of tape, no adjustments, Dave.
Ryan Truex gives up 4th place. They'll put on 4 tires, make a track bar adjustment and air pressure adjustment all the way around up on the air. He was a little bit free.
And you can see from those 3, Ryan Truex's team had the best pit stop as he gets out ahead of Mike Wallace, Parker Kligerman, Michael Annett, and others.
It was nice to see Ryan Truex make an adjustment too. If you remember back to Michigan, he had a couple of pit stops to where he was having a hard time working the clutch, stalling the car. So you can see young man's learning in a hurry.
Well, we have a new record for lead changes. We're up to 20 between 9 different leaders as Kyle Busch has now cycled through with the pit stops to regain the race lead. He's clinched the most laps led, but the driver leading the most laps has finished 2nd in 4 of the last 5 Kansas races. And look who's right behind him. His favorite 1-2 teammate, Joey Logano. Although this year, when they finished 1-2, as you can see by that graphic, Kyle has had the upper hand. Last year it was Joey. All right, we talked to Martin last time on our in-race report. Let's talk to Ryan, see how he feels about his 14th position right now.
Hey, Ryan, Dale Jarrett, you have a copy?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, man, we've been keeping up with you all day. Looks like a pretty good run for what we can see here. What's your assumption of your day?
It's been pretty good so far. The out product Toyota has been a little ill handling, but we've done a lot of good stuff to fix her up. And I made a little mistake on that restart, ended up caving the nose in a little bit, cost us a few spots, but we've had a good day so far. Kept the nose relatively clean and kept the car clean, so got 4 tires here at the end, so we'll see what we can do with it.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, but what have you been battling with your race car?
Mainly the last run we've just been pretty free. Free getting in the corner, through the center. So, when you're loose, it's kind of hard to really do anything with these cars. But, we're making strides with it, and we're getting there. And, we'll build as a team and get better as we move on.
All right, buddy, we'll keep watching you here till the end. Nice job today.
Thanks.
On to go, buddy. Check your belts.
And as we mentioned now, he is shown in 13th position and 23 cars on the lead lap. Let's check in on Joey Logano because as that caution came out, this was what they were talking about on the radio.
Hey, man, that's the break we need. Listen, you can win this race. Simple as that. You're better than the guy behind you. We just proved that. And that guy out in front of you, we can beat him. I know you got it in you. Let's get after it. Let's go do it.
Well, all he has to do is tell him to remember what happened last year, and we'll take you back and show you, because this is deja vu all over again as Kyle was just leading lap after lap. Joey only led 4 laps in this thing, and guess which 4 they were?
Yeah, the ones that count. That's why Kevin Kidd knows that Joey Logano can win this race.
Vince?
You know, it's interesting talking to Logano this morning about the fact that he and Kyle are so competitive, and mentioned the fact that he's been second place 6 times this season. And Joey chuckled and he said, yeah, that stinks. He said, it's better than third, but it still stinks. He said, you know that you've got to beat Kyle every time. And they believe that the 18 knows they're going to have to beat the 20 every time. And that's one of the reasons this JGR